Hey everybody, I'm Chris here again. How we doing? Hope everybody's doing okay. I'm doing pretty good myself. It's a nice sunny, breezy for once. Wow, very nice outside. Well, for the most part, day, Monday afternoon. And let's be okay together. Second video, yay, awesome. Just wanna follow up on a few things first. So I think the first couple minutes of each video is just gonna be a follow up of the previous one, and I want to talk a little bit about each of the things we talked about last week, or last video. I guess last week, because it was a week ago yesterday that I put it up, but. Getting help. We talked about getting help, and I kind of left something out, and I'm kind of kicking myself that I didn't think of this before. But help doesn't have to be professional. It doesn't have to be, oh well, the only decent help you can get is from a therapist. That's not right. That's not entirely true. They help. Trust me, a therapist is a good thing. Is a good form of making yourself get better. But it doesn't have to be the only thing. From personal experience, and I can say this without any shadow of a doubt, I have quite a few friends and a few members of family that, on days where I have been at part of my worst, and it's been at a point where it's I was ready to go. I was ready to be done. I was ready to take my own life. I was melting down, and there have been times when I would just hop on Facebook, or I would grab my cell phone and I would just call a friend. I would just talk to friends, and I would talk about what's bothering me and why. And I have got some of the most supportive friends and family that I can think of when it comes to me feeling down, and I'm sorry to you guys. I thank you guys so much, and I'm sorry I forgot to mention you guys. I'm sorry I didn't even think to mention you last week. I should have. I really should have, because I'm part of the reason I'm still around is because you guys have been there for me. You guys have helped me out of a really, really dark pit, and luckily that pit didn't turn 6 feet under. I also talked about. I also talked a little bit about why this series is here. Yes, this is an irregularly scheduled series and everything, and I'm here. I'm not here to make money off of YouTube. I'm not here to, I'm not here to. I'm not here to say, okay, I'm here, give me attention. That's not it. I'm here to help people. I'm also here to instruct those that would like to help others, just to give them an idea of what they can do. And in regards to getting help for people that are suffering or that do struggle, guys, be there for your friends. Okay, that's all inclusive. Guys, gals, everybody, be there for your friends. Be there for them. That is the single best thing you can ever do. Let them see that you're there. Because if they ever struggle to a point where they just need someone to talk to, the fact that you're there could actually keep them from doing anything that would hurt them, that could end their life. So just, if you see them really struggling, if you see them hurting, take them aside. It doesn't have to be in a public place, is just take them aside, let them, let them relax, let them talk it out. A hug always helps. Giving them a shoulder to cry on always helps. Sometimes just the best thing you can do for a friend, the best thing you can do to help them out is to just let them do what they need to feel better. If that means holding on to them, giving them a big hug, and letting them just sob all over your shoulder. There have been times, or even where I've seriously wanted to do that, where I've had to do that. Just things that seem little like that, that they mean the world to those that hurt. So yeah, guys, gals, everybody, just be there. Be there for them. Alright. So, enough for the follow-up. Today's topic, and one that that's probably usually better for an introduction video, but I wanted to talk about the whole getting help thing, just because that's usually the first bit of advice you should ever give somebody. Get help or be helpful. Best thing possible. But let's go ahead and talk about something very general today. Depression itself. What even is it? I'm not going to get into the scientific, psychological meaning, definition behind it, just because I'm not a psychologist. I am a computer nerd / lifeguard and swim teacher. That's, I'm not going into the realm of the psychological here. I'm just not going to do that. But in layman's terms, depression is a sickness. It is a psychological sickness. Not one where it's going to be like, someone like makes a sound and all of a sudden it's like hypnosis. No, that's not it. It's not somebody that's going to be like completely sociopathic and it's just going to be like, oh, hey, I could just burn this place down. No, that's not it either. Depression, whether it be chemical, psychological, or anything, is an imbalance within yourself that just breeds negativity. It will trick you into using every form of logic you have to make yourself doubt, to make yourself feel down, and it will make you feel like you're dragging everything down. A lot of negative emotions, a lot of very dark places in your mind can be fed from that, and it's not a pretty sight. It is not. It is nothing. It is no form of joy at all. The main reason I'm saying I'm not going into the realm of the psychological is mainly because I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a psychologist or anything like that. But I just want people to know that you don't have to look sick to be sick. You don't have to see it on the outside, because depression and certain other things like it, a lot of it is up here. It is mostly in the mind, and it'll poison the crap out of you. I have not been officially diagnosed, but because of that description, I am still looking into therapists and everything. I'm trying to figure out, what my insurance can go with and everything. So that's taking a little bit of time, but I am still working on that. But I also want it out there because people might be struggling and they don't even realize it. And it's worth looking into. It's worth checking out just to see, if you are having that kind of issue, talk to somebody and just see if it helps you feel better. See if it helps you out. And it's not going to happen all in a day. It is not going to change in the blink of an eye. It's a gradual process to try to get better. It is not easy, but it's a challenge that's worth it because you are worth it. You can't just sit there and say, well, maybe it's because I did this. And I'll be covering feelings like that, similar to guilt, in another video. But the thing is, if you feel like you're struggling, if you feel like you're drowning because of it, then yeah, like I said before, get help. And if you're not sure, talk to somebody anyway. Because it might be that issue. That might be the issue that you need to resolve. But don't just sit there don't be sitting there not sure. If at any point that you find yourself just really, really hurting and nothing you're doing is helping you feel better, then maybe there's a chance. So talk to somebody, find out about it, look up information about it. Just that way you don't end up going to a few of those dark places in your mind where it could be the end of you. As I said before, I've known a few people that it was the end of them because they weren't sure or they didn't get help. And like I said before, that's not right. So yeah, that's what depression is, and we'll be talking more about I'll be talking about a bit more about how each individual part and some of the dark places, how they feel, and for those of you that don't struggle, but those of you that know somebody that does struggle, help them find the help they need. Encourage them because they're worth it. Encourage them to say, okay, I deserve to be better. I deserve to feel better. If I knew that certain people I knew were struggling in a certain way, I know I would do everything in my power to make sure that they didn't take the steps that they took. And I know that people related to them and close to them feel the same way. It doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't have to be. Be open with how you feel. Don't shut it in. Don't just let yourself hurt. Accept that you feel a certain way and do something about it. Just make sure that you talk to somebody. Make sure that you do something that helps you feel better. But above all else, don't let yourself just struggle. Don't let yourself just deal with it. Because we're worth it. We are totally, absolutely worth it. And nothing will ever be able to change that. Let's go ahead and move on to the Feel Better Hour. Well, no, not hour. Those of you that know me probably wouldn't want me to talk that long. But today's it's gonna be another general it's gonna be a general topic, and this is going to be just, you know, something generic. Very, very broad range. And it's just something you enjoy. Anything you enjoy, anything that will bring a smile to your face, do that. If you have the opportunity, if you even have a minute, do whatever you like. Do something that helps you have a smile. Do something that helps you feel better. Something that helps you feel like you. I'll give you a few examples for me, and I'll be talking a few more about each one. But I'm a swimmer. I'm a game player. I work on computers. I build with Legos. I'll be talking about like all kinds of different things in my videos, and I hope that, you know, when I start talking more and more about these different things, then all of you that are watching will start feeling like, you know, what you enjoy is worth it. Within the realm of being responsible, that's an important thing. You always want to be responsible, but if it's harmless and if it's something that, you know, and if it helps you feel better, by all means, go for it. And for those of you that you know, for those that don't struggle, go along with it. Play along. Have fun. Everybody should. There's no one that shouldn't, in some way, shape, or form, have a form of fun in their life. There's nothing wrong with trying to enjoy yourself. It could be going out and just throwing a ball back and forth. It could be, you know, playing catch. It could be, you know, just taking a hike through the woods. Just randomly throwing a blanket out in your front yard and just lying out on it and just looking at clouds. Whatever it is, just be you. Do what's fun for you. Enjoy. There's nothing, within reason, there's nothing that should allow you, there's nothing that shouldn't allow you to be happy. But yeah. Well, everybody, I'm hoping we're okay now. I'm hoping we're feeling a bit better. I know I'm feeling a bit better. I'm getting some of that stuff out there. You all, I hope you're okay. And I hope you continue to be. Let's just all be okay. Thank you for watching.